Hey everybody, it's me, Serene, and welcome to Serene Speaks. This is my ministry channel where we talk about all things God, all things women, and sometimes about me. I am reading 100 Days of Believing Bigger, and we are on day number 79, the zone of obedience. But the Lord said to me, do not say, I am too young. You must go to everyone I send you to and say whatever I command you. Do not be afraid of them, for I am with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord. Nehemiah 7:1, 7, and 8. The tug of a higher calling often invites us to use our voice and step into our next level assignment. It also exposes our inner fears and insecurities. That's how we know it's our calling. The comfort zone keeps them covered up. The glory zone brings all the stinking thinking to the surface. Take Jeremiah. In Jeremiah 1, God calls Jeremiah to use his voice and deliver a prophecy that warns the people of calamity on the horizon. Jeremiah immediately explains to God that he's just a child, too young, and not ready to make for such a task. God shuts him down quickly, essentially saying, don't tell me what you are not capable of. I reside in you. I made you. If all things were possible with me, then with me living in you, there is nothing we can do. We must remember that things are not always as they appear, especially when it comes to the way God works. We must stop judging by mere appearances. John 7:24. Faith is communicated on a higher frequency, one that requires spiritual eyes to see the way to see the way the Spirit of God moves. Further, God can never be a God can never ever be confined by a world he created. There are no rules on earth that God is bound by. Seeing with spiritual eyes in the physical world is the essence of spiritual maturity and the key to operating in a zone of obedience that takes us into blessed opportunities and overflow. So, day number 79. How is God showing that you are indeed ready to step into your next level? Your next level mission, that's what it says. I find this question to be quite interesting because I think he's doing a cleaning up and an expansion in my life, like a real honest to God expansion, y'all. I mean, like realigning everything, recreating new foundations about how I move and have my being in this world and in the things I'm doing personally, professionally, in my business, in my home with my children. And gotta say, I'm kind of excited for the journey. Also, how would I answer this question? How was God showing that you are indeed ready to step into your new next level mission? Like he's removing so much clutter out of my life, emotionally, physically, personally, like just so much stuff is going on right now. And some of it's good and some of it's not so great, but all things work together for the good of those who love God and call into his purpose. So I'm kind of excited about this day. I'm kind of excited that I'm in my zone of obedience. That's what I'll say. And we have not a little, we have a group of women that come together and it's our accountability group. And so right now we're actually practicing random acts of faith. And each of us has been given an assignment to do. And I keep asking God what my assignment is. And God is like, your assignment is, believe it or not, you would think I would have some great assignment, but actually, believe it or not, my act of faith is when I go on my hikes, is to speak to everybody I see and say good morning. Believe it or not, he told me, go for a walk, speak to everybody you see, say good morning. That's it. I was like, okay. And I did that. And that is so out of my comfort zone, even just for me. So I'm in my zone of obedience. God is training me now to be more and more obedient to him. And I love it. So the prayer for today is, Lord, continue to mature me in the zone of obedience. Remove anything in me that stands in the way of me following your will and your way. But I also wanted to say this. There was something in here I need to highlight. I said, faith is communicated on a higher frequency. I decree that each and every one of us are in tune to a higher frequency of God's faith. Faith is not only currency. I say that all the time. Faith is the currency of the kingdom of God. And this is how you get your favor while you exchange your currency. That's why, some of y'all broke right now because you ain't got no faith, but we working on that. But I want you to understand that faith is communicated on a higher frequency, one that requires spiritual eyes to see the way that the Spirit of God moves. That is how you know that you're growing up, because your faith gets to be expanded. So that's all I have for day number 79. Join me for day 80. And I am excited because after day 80, I have 20 days left, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for watching. Join me for tomorrow for day number 80. Talk to you soon. Bye.